Hi team, it's Colleen. Hey, I just wanted to hop on here real quick and show you a really quick way that I've found to be pretty easy tracking your speed sale orders, because with speed sales it goes really fast, and then it's like, well, what do you do after the fact, and how do you know who got what? Because a lot of times when we're doing a live video, we have everything bagged up nice and neat, and I don't know about you guys, but the way I do it, I have them in a bag, I pull it out and put it in somebody's envelope, and it's there right away. But speed sales are a little bit different. Hi, Carol. Speed sales are a little different, where we don't keep track and we don't watch and fill the order right away when people are commenting. So I'm going to show you what I do on my computer, the computer part of it, that has helped me. And there's a couple little tricks that might help go a little bit faster. And it also helps, like if you have duplicate or if you have, say you have one item and two people want it, how do you know who got it first and who that item goes to? So I'm going to show you kind of real quick what I do, and maybe this will help, maybe it won't, maybe you do it totally different. That's okay. I'm just going to show you my process for it, and you can take from it what works for you. Okay, so the way that I've set up my speed sales is, obviously I'm out in the truck right now and I have a huge wall that I have to work with. Now, not everybody's got that, so what I would suggest would be really easy is pegboards. Getting some pegboard, whether you have just a small piece of pegboard or you have a nice big setup of it, however you want to do it. But I'm going to flip my camera around, kind of show you how I've done mine, and then I'm going to show you what I did on the computer after I got my sales, okay? So here we go. Let me show you. I've been doing a speed sale marathon for the last 2 weeks. So I am tired, but I've gotten, hi bud, I've gotten a system down, I think now, finally, after, I've got 1 day left of this. Now I've got a system down. But I'm going to show you. So let me flip over. So this is my wall of jewelry. Hi, Elizabeth. This is my wall of jewelry, and you can see, I mean, it's big, but you could take a section of pegboard here and, have it in your house, hang it on the clothes rack. Now, I don't know if all of you guys are aware of the clothes rack either. Let me show you that. Hi, buddy. So this is a clothes rack from Walmart. This little thing right here. They are like $15, $16, and you can see with the pegboard, you can take these little shower curtain hooks and just hang a simple piece of pegboard. It doesn't have to be painted. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just hang some pegboard so that you can have all your items out, because when you're doing speed sales, these are the numbers. I just cut them out really small, printed them, and then just taped them right to my pegboard. There's no messing with numbers. I have the same numbers up all the time. So when I switch these pieces out for the next night, now I've got the same spot right there. So you can see I've got just a plain brown pegboard here. Whoops. Plain brown pegboard right there with all my numbers. So when I'm showing my speed sales, I show it just like this. Number 472, purple necklace. Well, I kind of take it out like that and show it. Number 416, blue. Number 498. You get the idea. I show, there's a little green. So all of my product is out, and it's super easy to see. I know I don't have to mess with those numbers. And obviously I have my wall, so I have this too. So like, here's my earrings. I can make a row of earrings. The numbers are already up. Now what I've done is, because I have an extra peg up here, and you can do this on yours too. You can hang extra stock up here of either the same thing, like maybe you have two of this. You can hang one up here, one here. This is the one you show, so it's not cluttered. But I have it set up now, so I have two pieces here, plus the one I'm actually showing. So I have 2 more nights of speed sales that I could show I've got it set up to where I can just, you know, once this sells, this comes down and bam, I'm ready for the next speed sale because I've already got my pieces out. So this is kind of my overstock, this row up here. And then this is the row I work on. Okay, so these are the pieces I actually show on video. So you can kind of put it out to where you have multiple days all set up, and that way you're not scrambling the day before to unwrap all your jewelry because, you know, with a speed sale, you do have to unwrap everything to show it. And then same thing with my bracelets. I've got overstock all the way across here. And then this is the row that I work on. You can see it's got the numbers. So this is the row that I'm showing. And what I've done is, because I want to eventually post these on my Facebook or my website, I keep the packages. And what I've done is, let me find one. Like this one's a good example. What I've done is I've taken just a tiny little piece of tape, taped it to the back, and what I did was I wrote on the tag, that's a 3, even though it doesn't look like one, that's a 3. So that's telling me I have 3 of these. So when I'm going through and showing these, I can tell them there's no number. Okay, this is my last one. I've got 1 left. This one, I have 3 left. This one, no number. This is my last one, so only 1. This is the only one, you know, so I know how many I have of each piece. Here's one that I have 2 available. So I tape that to the back of the product, because after this is done, I will take these down and put them back in their package and then put them back away. So it makes it really quick and easy to show it and then put it away if it doesn't sell out. Okay, and then I do the same with the necklaces. I know that doesn't look really pretty, but you know, I'm pulling it away to show them anyway. So it really doesn't have to look super great as long as they can see the number and see the piece. But I keep all my packages with the product themselves. That way I don't lose the name. And you could take this, cut it out if you wanted to, and tape it on the back, but that's a lot of work. I just tape the whole thing, and then I have my package left that I could put it back in. Okay, so that's kind of how my wall looks, and it makes it really, really easy to just show the one row. I take those off after I'm done processing, and I'll show you how I process mine. And then after I'm done processing, those come off, and then that extra row that I had up top, I pull one of every color down, and I put it into the new spot for the next time that I go live for a speed shopping. You're welcome, Amy. I'm hoping this helps some of you guys. Now, I mean, obviously, you know, we don't all have this huge area, but you can get a couple of pegboards together and put on one of those racks and have it set up to where that's your speed sales board, and you can fill it up with whatever you want and have some overstock hanging up already. I know for me, when I'm setting up for a sale, I am scrambling all the time because everything I do is last minute, and I know this, but I'm constantly trying to get things out fast enough because I'm so busy throughout the week that I don't have time to be putting stuff up for speed sales. So, and it's a lot of pieces. Now, normally in a live video, I show about 60 pieces, I guess. With a speed shopping, I have 16 pieces. Okay, somebody else has to do the math because I'm not good at this. But I have 16 earrings, bracelets, short necklaces, long necklaces, rings. So that's 5 times 16 right there. Plus I've got a few extra numbers that I've taped to a table so I could show my my cuff bracelets and stuff that don't hang up. So that's a lot more jewelry than I normally show, and I show it in an hour versus 60 pieces in 4 hours. So that's a lot of jewelry to put out for one sale. So I would rather put a bunch out at once and then be able to pull it down and be ready for a sale whenever I want to. I could have a flash sale, you know, next week if I want to, because I've already got some stuff that I can just pull right down onto the peg that has a number on it, and I could go from there. So I'm going to flip over and I'm going to show you what I do on my computer after. So I just ended my speed sale. Okay. So now what I do, I'm gonna have to unplug my phone because my cord doesn't reach that far. Your speed sells like 15 minutes. Oh, well, you got to go longer so you get seen. Facebook's not gonna show you at 15 minutes. But I mean, hey, you're out there doing it. That's good. Okay, so let me flip around and I'm going to show you what I do. So after I've just ended my sale, okay, this is what I do. I come to my computer and here I am with my lovely look on my face. I pull up my video. Okay, so this is my video. And these are the couple tricks I want to show you on the computer. So actually, let me go back. So I'm going to click on my video so I have it pulled completely up, okay? So open it up. And then you see here where it says view previous comments. I've only shown 20 of 184 comments so far, okay? So first thing, pause your video. So hit the little pause button right here. So we stop talking, okay? And then we're going to make sure that this is set to most relevant. You can choose newest or you can show real-time comments. If you do real-time comments, that is only going to show you a few comments at a time. So you want to choose most relevant. Then you need to open up all of your comments. So you're going to click and click and click and keep opening until you see most relevant selected. So, okay, that most of the time they don't take out important comments, but you see all of them. There's no numbers here now. So all of my comments are open. So then what I do is I'm going to shorten this up just a little bit so I can see my, see my spreadsheet. Oh my gosh, this computer kills me. Okay, this is so much easier with two monitors. I wish I had two monitors. So what I do is I just start scrolling through the comments until I find the numbers. Because remember, when they're commenting, we're not keeping track of it. We're not writing it down. We're not acknowledging it because it's a speed sale. So you have to kind of do this after the fact. Okay, so here, Sheena commented number 63. So I've created a spreadsheet over here. And you see, now you can do names all the way down here if you want, or up top. It doesn't matter how you do your spreadsheet. But I find Sheena. Now, I've already put the numbers in, but I'm just going to show you. So Sheena, I typed in 63 because she commented on number 63. So I came over to my spreadsheet and I typed in 63. So I go back to my spreadsheet. Whoops. Missed one. Barb commented 148 and she commented 40. So here again, I typed in 148 and 140 under Barb. And you can see the pattern here. I just keep going through. Amber did 873 and 42. So I find Amber. So I typed in 873 and 42. So I keep doing this throughout. Okay, find all the comments and log them into a spreadsheet. Now, these people didn't purchase anything, so let me put these at the end. Okay, so I've got all of my comments, all the comments I've gone through. I already pre-did this so I could show you guys faster, but I went through and made sure to get all the comments down. They're all in a spreadsheet. Okay. Now, the quickest, easiest way that I've found to check duplicates. Now, one of the biggest problems is when you're selling something and you only have one item and multiple people want it, how do you know who gets it first? So the easiest thing I've found, now, if you go to up here to find and select, click on find. Now what I do is I just start from the very beginning. So this is the first number, 175. So in the find box, let me pull this down so you can see it. I type in 175. I hit enter or find next. Okay, it's right here on Lee. I hit it again to make sure there's no others. So it didn't move. That means nobody else commented 175. So now I know Lee gets number 175. Nobody else is competing for that piece, so she gets it. So then I come to the next one, number 21. I type in 21 and hit enter. Oops. Okay, hit enter. So Elaine is the only one that commented 21. So I'm going to do that again with the next number, 35. She's the only one. Nobody else wanted 35. I type in the next number, 118. Oop, look at that. 2 people want 118. Uh-oh. What if I only have one of that piece? So how do you know who got it first? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to come back to your video, pull that back up. A little trick, if you hit Control F, you see that little box that popped up? Control F is for find. Okay, and then I'm going to type in 118. That's the number that I'm looking for. You see what it just did when I typed in 118? It popped up here and it showed Carol's comment for 118. So because I know 2 people wanted it, I'm going to look for 118 throughout my comments. Carol commented at 36:05. This is the time that she commented. Okay, so I'm going to hit the arrow up here on my find to see where the next comment is. Here's Elaine, 36:40. So, shoot, what did I just say? I forgot what Carol commented, what time she commented. 36:40. So go back up here and go back. 36:05. So Carol beat Elaine because Elaine was 36:40. So Carol commented first. Got it? So I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to go to next. There's Elaine's. Now it looks like there's 4 comments. So I'm just going to scroll through until I make sure that I'm not missing anything. So I don't know why it's counting hers 2 or 3 times. So as long as I'm seeing all the comments and I check the time, 36:05 versus 36:40. So Carol gets that one first. So what I've been doing is I just color code. Like if I know Carol gets it, I put a yellow. That means she gets it. And then Elaine was the other one, right? Oh, now I forgot who got what. Yeah, Elaine doesn't get it. So for Elaine, I would just color that red. Red is nope, sorry, you don't get it. So that tells me anything in yellow, that means they get them. Anything in red means that they don't get it. I don't have enough. Okay, so that's kind of how you look for duplicates. But you can go through and look in your video and look for, say I want to see all the things that Linda commented on. So I can type in Linda and you can see she commented 12 times. So I can hit enter several times and I'll see all her comments that come up. And I can check all her numbers. There's 55, 87. Okay. Now, one super important thing about this control F up here, if you do not have all your comments showing, remember I had to open up all the comments, I had to view all of them. If you only have real-time comments selected, it is not going to find all of your comments if you don't open up all of them. Okay, you see what I mean? It's not popping up anywhere because all I'm seeing is these few comments. You have to go to most relevant to be able to see all the comments. There they are. So make sure you're opening up all your comments first in order to use this. So anyway, then I go back to my spreadsheet and I just run through all those numbers, checking each one as I go. So, you know, I'm going to type in 16. Elaine got it. 210. Nobody else commented. Elaine got it. That means she gets it. 496. Nobody else wanted it, so Elaine got it. Okay, so I'm going to do that through all of these people. And oops, I forget my computer's a touch screen. I'm going to check all the numbers for any duplicates, and then I'm going to make sure that there aren't any. And then I can start filling my orders. So then now I can say, okay, actually I have 2 of these. So I'm going to take those back off because they both get them. So I've already done that. So now the only piece that I don't have to fill is this red one. Thelma gets it, Sheena doesn't, but everything else that everybody wanted, I have it because I've gone through and checked and made sure I've got duplicates if they wanted them. So now all I have to do is Lee wants 175. I come over here to my wall. 175 is not hanging up, so it's got to be one of these. So this... I don't have a place for cuffs on my wall, so I just taped them to a table. My numbers are taped, and then every single week or whatever sale I do, I can just lay them out, and that's what I show. That's how I show my cuffs or my bangles. So Lee wants 175. That's this one. I'll pick it up, and I will drop it right in her little folder right here. So I've got everybody's envelopes with their names on them. Like this one is Kimberly. I reuse my envelopes, as you can see. So I'll look for Lee's envelope. I'll drop this piece right in there right away, and then I know it's done. So now I can go to Elaine. Elaine wants number 21. That's this one here. So this shows that I have three of these, which means I have 2 more stuck in a box because I keep everything in a box that I'm showing. Okay, so then I just take this right off, put it in the package, drop it right in her folder. And that's how I fill my orders. And I fill them right away. That way I'm not scrambling to find the numbers. And also because I'm doing a speed shopping marathon, all these pieces have to come off tonight. So I have to fill my orders now, and then they come off. And remember, my overstock pieces will come down for tomorrow night. Okay, so I have to do it tonight. So again, I come back and look at Elaine, number 35. I look for number 35 up there. She wants this little red pair. This little red pair will come down, and that'll go in her pocket. And then once I'm done processing everybody's stuff, whoops, that's when I'll pull it all down. One thing I have found to be very confusing is if I take this off and then I pull this down right away and then I see somebody else wants 35 later, well, that's now the wrong 35 there. So I do not pull those down until all of them are empty because I have confused myself a couple times doing that. But then I just keep going back to my spreadsheet and filling it. And then after you're done filling orders, you have all those envelopes full of jewelry, and then you can either count what's in each envelope and just count the number of jewelry that way, or you can come to your spreadsheet and say, okay, well, I need to invoice Elaine for six pieces, right? I can't even see my computer right there. So that's a count of 6. So she has 6 pieces. I can go to Thelma. Thelma gets to be billed for 5 pieces. Carol has 5 pieces. Linda's got 2. So you can actually use your spreadsheet to do your invoices if you want to, instead of physically counting each individual piece. So your spreadsheet helps in that way. So anyway, all right, so I hope that this has helped you guys a little bit. If you're not really familiar with the computer, you know, it might not work for you. But if you want to learn how to use the computer, I'm always here to help you. I can show you a couple tips and tricks with Excel. And if you don't want to use the computer, use a pad of paper, pen and paper. Write it down on a piece of paper, just the way I showed you, but you can still do the Control F to find it on your video and be able to look for duplicates that way. So it'll still help you out, you know, when you're looking at duplicate numbers. But then just fill your orders and you are done. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to fill my orders. I should be done in just a few minutes, and then I can set up right away for tomorrow night's video. So I hope that helped you guys. I know everybody's got a different process. This one is just the way that I use it. It may be a little harder for you if you're not super computer savvy. I don't know, but it might help some of you. So, okay. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. And I will talk to you later because I've got lots of stuff to do tonight. All right. Bye-bye.